Hello everybody, I am Pixel and welcome to the 15th of January, or more exact, my brother's birthday. Today he would have turned 24 years old, but unfortunately he passed away on the 10th of October 2013. If I look a little bit rough, that's because it is 5 AM in the morning. I have just woke up, I've checked his Facebook, I've had a little bit of a cry because of all the nice messages there, and I told myself that I wasn't going to do anything big for his birthday. I mean, there was talks about doing something in his memory, and I decided not to because we've still not got an official cause of death, and well, to be honest, I'm soft. But then I thought, no, I should do something, and if I can just introduce him to a few more people before it's too late, then I think I've done my job. I'd like to point out that one of the last things I said to my brother Kyle was we will be breaking 10,000 subscribers before his birthday, which he would have done if he never passed away, but obviously with him dying and the bit of a disruption to the channel and stuff, the growth slowed down, so I do apologise, Kyle. I tried, and hopefully you'll forgive me because I tried my fucking dangest when a lot of people, I think, honestly, wouldn't have done as many videos as me in such a short period of time after something so tragic, but I did try. I'd like to give a shout out to his friends, which both yesterday and today are meeting up and they're going to have drinks in his memory, which is cool. Make sure you get him a glass of Coke, right guys? Yeah, so there's a few things that I want to talk about today, and the first one is to any of you with brothers or sisters or very close friends or cousins or parents which you've ever argued with or anything like that. I want you to go in the next couple of weeks, just take your time, just think about it and bring it up and apologise for what you've done wrong and stuff like that, because you never know when someone could be taken away from you, and it may seem unlikely. I mean, Kyle passed away in his sleep, there was nothing wrong with him, so we had no idea, we had no warning, and it's little things that you remember afterwards where you start to feel guilty. He was my younger brother, and I will hold my hand up, I beat him up a few times because he annoyed me, like brothers do. But I never apologised for that, ever. And I think the most disappointing thing is, when I look back, I never once in my whole life told him that I loved him. So, I don't know what you guys believe. I don't know if you believe in an afterlife or anything like that, but if it's true, I'm sure that he knows, and if it's not true, then I'm sure that's I doubt that's what he was thinking, because he wasn't thinking anything, he was asleep. So I get a little bit of comfort from that, but still, guys, your family are important. Make sure you let them know that at least once, just now, and make a habit of doing it once every year, just so you know that if anything ever happens, that you don't have to live with that guilt afterwards. Anyway, this is a gaming channel, so I thought that I'd go through some of Kyle's top 5 games, because he was a gamer like us. He unfortunately never had a decent PC, so he actually liked a lot of retro games. He had a N64. He did have an N64, but he had an Xbox 360, which I gave him, so he played a few new games, but his favourite games of all time were some of the classics, and you'll probably laugh now because it sounds like a proper retro nerd, but I want to rate these, but I think it changed to him all too often. But I'm just going to say 5 games that he really did enjoy and why. I think his most favourite game of all time, it did change, I know this, it did change, but must be Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. He did like Ocarina of Time, but I definitely watched him complete Majora's Mask many more times. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? I'm talking about even in the past 12 months, he's probably completed it 4 or 5 times, and he wasn't doing speed runs. He just enjoyed the game that much, and that's gonna be one of his favourites. He also loved Diddy Kong Racing. It's his favourite racing game of all time. He was a massive Pokemon fan, so he liked the originals. He didn't class the next generations as official Pokemon, but he did like the originals. We used to actually sit up, well, not sit up, we used to get up earlier every single morning before school so we could actually sit down and eat our cereal and watch the episodes of Pokemon which was on TV. Which, little memories like that, guys, it was cool. He loved Final Fantasy 7 and 9. I'm not sure if he liked 8 that much. He played it and he completed it, but I think he did like 7 and 9 better. I don't know which one he liked more. I don't. And last, well, I've only got one more game to choose, but there's still like 20 in my head, so I'm just going to list off some. He loved Super Mario 64, he loved Banjo and Kazooie, he loved Tales of Symphonia, and the Tales of series, so you got Vespera and all that kind of stuff. And basically, he enjoyed any game which was fun, to be honest. I think that's all that mattered to him. He wasn't one for complicated storylines and amazing features. He wanted to have fun when he played games, and he definitely did. And this is where I feel a little bit guilty, because I kept telling myself that one day I'd get him a computer, a decent one, and we could play some games together, but obviously it's a bit too late for that now, and that sucks. It really sucks. Yeah, so I want to tell you a little bit about him. So, when he was younger, he was very accident prone, which is ironic considering that if anything was going to happen, it would happen to him, and look, it did. It's very typical like that. He went to school, didn't learn how to hold a pen until he was 9 years old, so he was a little bit behind. He went to high school and he got bullied. I'll tell you one thing, mate, one of the hardest things for me to do right now, and this is just to show how much of a nice guy he is, I was the opposite of someone who would get bullied. I'm not saying I bully people, but I could do. And whenever you got hurt or attacked or anything, I used to want to beat them to the ground properly, and I would do. But he wouldn't let me. He'd beg. He didn't want anyone to get hurt ever, even the people that hurt him. And then when he got towards the end of high school, he started making a few friends who he's still friends with today, and these are the people which are going to go out and have a drink for him tonight. So thank you to you guys. I do miss him. It is freaky. It is freaky because one of the biggest people I used to watch on YouTube was in the Littlewood, and a couple of weeks after he died, in Littlewood, mysteriously out of nowhere, followed me on Twitter and subscribed to the channel. He used to love Marcus Beer, the Angry Gamer. Yeah, nothing's happened there, but I don't know, just he liked Littlewood because of the Legend of Zelda stuff that he used to do on his channel. Well, he still does, I think. Kyle. He was a great guy. A great guy. I wish I hit that 10k subs. Broken promises never feel good. I'm sorry, bro. But I tried, mate. I did. The last few weeks I've put out some of the best content that's gone on the channel. I'm not going to stop. I'll do you proud, son. I think the plan now is to work hard, harder than ever. And then one day what's going to happen, guys, is I'm going to be setting up a charity called Kyle's Stage. And the reason for this is, one thing that I used to always promise him as I started getting a little bit bigger on YouTube is that I would help him set up a channel himself, because what Kyle wanted to be was a comedian, and the idea was that I was going to set him up a channel and was going to work hard at it, and I was going to try and help him get to a position where he could live off his work. And he was really good. He went to university he went to university for drama and performing arts. He was good, he just had no business acumen, and I was going to help him sort that out. And I never got a chance to fulfill that promise as well. Too many broken promises, guys. So the idea now is to build up this to a point where I can actually help other people, and I'll set up a charity called Kyle's Stage where we will get some studio space in the UK. And the idea is that anybody who is studying or doing performing arts, so anyone who's small on YouTube, can come down and use the space for free, and they'll get professional advice from people that we employ, and editing advice and ability to loan the equipment, and hopefully just I'm extending that promise basically that I broke to my brother, to everybody. Thanks, guys. Catch you later. Bye.